Hello, let's do a bunch of daily word games, and today we're starting with the Squardle, which I haven't done in this series yet, but I do on my live streams. This is today's daily, and let's just start with something good. Let's start with stare. All right, so we have the A and the R placed here. We know there's an E in this word. I'll try to explain how this game works as we encounter clues. These white ones mean that those letters are not in the words that the tile occupies, so this A is not in either of these words, but it is somewhere in the puzzle. The black clues, which I automatically hide, but you can see on the keyboard, the S and the T aren't in the puzzle at all, anywhere. So that's interesting, there's no S or T. So this word starts with A, but I'm just going to get all new letters. Let's do something nice, like pluck. All right, so there is no P, U, or C in the game at all. That's interesting. We've already found a bunch of banned letters, which should actually be helpful. There's a K in this word. There's no C. Otherwise, I would have said CKY would be nice. Oh, we learned that this is AL as well. So we know this doesn't end in E, so it can't be something like alive. It could be something like allowed, but if it, so like this. But if it was ending in D here, we have to put a K somewhere. That seems tough. Now, can we end in KY? I usually like to check Y in this third word because the shared common ending letter is very commonly Y. Not always, but it's common. And it can't be E. E is another common one. But how do we end with KY without doing CKY? We could do NKY, like lanky. We know there's an L well, there is this L here, so saying we know there's an L somewhere doesn't help because we found one. But lanky might actually be a nice guess anyway. So let's try that. Whoa! Lanky was right. That is extremely lucky. This could be alien. I like alien there. There's an N in this word. So I want to try an N here, I think. Just to and there's an E in this word, so can I put an A here? I can put an A here. So I want to try renal. No, there's no R, so it's not renal. The other option is to try something like devil. Or I could try to figure out this word as well, because that'll help us with the starting letter. Also, I apologize for this setup. I use a maximized browser window for my capture so I can have the highest possible resolution for my video, but Squardle pushes everything all the way left. So literally, this is the middle of my screen here, and that's black, and then I have to look left this much to actually see the Squardle board, which turns me away from my microphone, which is right here. So I apologize. It'll be fixed on the next puzzle. But I couldn't figure out how to get Squardle to move to the middle of my screen without doing a completely different way of capturing with like a differently sized browser window, which I don't really want to do. So anyway, that's the story there while I stall trying to think of these words. AR something. What's the something? ARD. See, we don't have a T or an S. What if it was D? What would that look like? I'm actually not sure what ends in ARD. It could be ARE. No, there's no E here. We have a white E sitting there. So, and these white letters here that are lit up are telling us that neither of these words. Oh no, it's telling us to watch out for those letters because they're white in either the horizontal or vertical word. I was gonna say shard or charred, but there's no S or C. Ooh, what about the word wharf? I kind of like that. So if I guess, if I guess wheel, that'll tell us if it's wharf, and it'll also try to place the E, which is super useful. It'll also, if this E will at very least point down here if this is alien. So I actually really like that guess. All right, there's no H. Both words have a W, which is surprising. Let's remove this F because it's probably not. This E got placed, so we won't know if it points down or not, but this could still be an E. There is only one E in the word. We know that because otherwise this one here would have had 2 arrows on it. It only gives you the 2 arrows if you guess 2 of the same letter in one guess. Just like in Wordle, if you guess 2 of the same letter in one guess, you'll learn if there's 2 of that letter in the word. That's how Squardle lets you know. So anyway, I like W here and I like W here. And I actually maybe ending in F is fine because I like dwarf. So this would be dowel. W something I something. I was going to say funny here, but there's a lot of reasons it can't be funny. First of all, there's no U in the puzzle and this N is... So we need an N. I can't think of anywhere this would go other than here because we can't do WN unless this isn't dowel. What goes after the W? It could be an A. Wayne, but what's that? I mean, we don't even know if alien's correct. But what goes WAIN? Nothing that I can think of. We know there's an E in this word, so that definitely points towards alien. And there's no E in this word. So this E is placed, actually. This letter must be E. And we use the filled in circle to represent that. Because this E is saying there's an E in this word. This E is saying there's not an E in this word, so it's forced. WAIN, though, doesn't work for me. Is there any other word other than alien that goes AL something EN? I can't think of anything. So I like alien. This doesn't have to be an A. But this N can't be here. And we're not doing WN. So it's W something IN. It can't be INK. Can't be INE. It could be ING. But ING makes sense. Like we could do foggy. And then what's W something ING? Woeing. I don't think woeing is a word. I really like ING though. Maybe this isn't dowel? It's woeing or weighing. W-A-I-N-G. I mean, maybe this isn't foggy then, but this is confusing me. Okay, let's think about something other than dowel. This doesn't even have to be dwarf, to be honest. We know there's a W here because we're just not ending in A or W. That's just not happening. So what goes before the... other than dwarf, I can't think of anything. So we can't use the T or the S. Okay, I really feel like dwarf is correct. So if the W doesn't go here, then it would have to be DW. I don't think there's another DW word other than dwarf. So I really think dowel is correct. I just can't get this middle word to work. And this is the guess we're on, so I'd really like to get this entire middle word correct. But what I could do is I have to get this E somehow. The only way I'm getting this E is on a middle word guess. So if I do a filler, I could just do W something E just to test the W and the E theory. And then I can get this word later. And I can try to get an A as well. So if I did like waken or maybe waked would be better. Waked. I know it's not going to be correct, right? We're doing a filler. But this will give us this E, which we need anyway. We're going to have to waste it. Not waste, but we're going to have to use a guess on this E because the E is not also here. There's an N here for sure. Unless the N's up here. But I don't know how we put a W in this word. I don't think WNEL is anything. So the W is probably here. We can see if there's an A in the word, which seems useful. How about waved? Is waved better? I don't even know. V is a new letter. Let's try it. All right, so the W is correct. This A is just pointing here. We got the E. So now I'm wondering about trying foggy. But I don't know of a W something ING word. I basically didn't learn anything. I just know this isn't an A now. So what are we doing? W something I. Maybe I should have tested the I here. I should have just completed alien. But I don't think there's any other word like alphin, algin, albin, aloen. It's got to be an I, right? Foggy makes some amount of sense, but I couldn't think of any word. So what else could this IN end with? We know it's not D. That's actually useful to know. It's not IND. Could it be like INO? We know there's no A. Okay, let me think about between the W and the I. What are we putting there? Can it be W-O-I? No. W... What comes after a W? Because there's no H in the puzzle. H is black. We're not going to be W-Q. W-R? Ah, ring. Okay, so I think it is foggy. I didn't lose any guesses, so I think we're fine. This is the same situation as this E. No matter what I do, I have to use 2 guesses on this because these aren't the same letter as each other. So I'm just going to do dwarf. And then we'll come back for dowel. We'll do ring. That completes both of these. And then we'll do dowel. And it looks like we're going to get a 6. All right. Not bad. Whether these, and these match up tell you kind of whether you're going to be able to eke out higher than 6, to be honest. These all not matching means it's much, much harder to get higher than 6. You have to get very lucky. I got lucky on Lanky, and I still got a 6, right? So 6 is very good, especially on this daily. There's also these 2 and these 2, which... if they happen to line up, can be extremely useful. But none of them did, so there we go. Let's pick one of these words to start the Dordle with. We thought about ring for a long time, so let's do that one. All right, let's do the daily Dordle, and we're going to start with ring. Okay, that's interesting. There's a G and an R, but the R is not second. I almost want it to be agree. But let's get letters, because the right word needs letters anyway. Pouty is just sitting there. Let's do that. Okay, there's a U, so it is not agree. There's a T in the right word. Okay, let's do... I think leech. Yeah, we can do leech. That'll be helpful. E-A-U. We have all of the letters. But what is it? Grya. It'll be obvious once I see it. Ragu? No. Garu, Agru. Okay, well, other than placing the E, we're not going to get much out of this, so I may as well try to guess this word and come back to it. And we'll learn where the E goes, which may help. So, what do I want to do here? Maybe S-T-E. I kind of want to guess a word with E at the end, just to... Well, there's only E's in this word. A, I, O, U, and Y are all gray. So I kind of need to use an E early. So I kind of do like S-T-E. But I don't know how to finish this. It could be double E. Steed? Steed's not a bad guess, and it tries 2 new places for E, which also helps here. Steed was correct. Okay. So the E is 4th also. Very good to know. There's not 2 E's, but we already knew that. We have all our letters. So it's an A-E-R word. It's... Wait. No, it can't be an A-E-R word, right? Because that leaves U and G. U is not middle. Not that I want it to be. G, U... The A's... A... Wait. The middle letter is R or G. So I think we end in G-E-R. Augur. There we go. Whew, why'd that take so long to think of? All right. Well, I think I did pretty well on that. So Augur, Steed. Daily Quordle. Augur and Steed will be our start. There's 1 E in this word and it's not placed yet, which is interesting. There's an S, E, and R. I wonder if it ends... Oh, wait. I wonder if it ends, like... Actually, I don't know. This word has nothing, so let's just get a really good filler with all new letters. I like the O and I. The Y would be nice as well, but not required. Is phonic a word? No. I feel like there should be an onic trap word. But we can't do tonic. Conic wouldn't be great, because it would repeat the C. So no, I don't think an onic trap word works except for conic. Oh, monic maybe? Monic is accepted. Let's do that. Okay, so that placed the O and the I. That's pretty nice. This has an O in it as well. This is weird. I hate when it's only yellows because there's no anchor. to think about the word. This E is near the E could be at the end. I wonder if it's ACE. Like place. Let's try place. All right. That's actually not bad because it's LEAC. Ooh, is it leech? We tried that in the last game, I think. All right. This starts with P. Very good to know. This top left one. So it's PR. Oh, pros. That's nice. I think this one in the bottom left is LUTE. Flute. Nice. And FOLI maybe? Oh, folio. Yeah. Nice. Okay, I think that was a good solve too. I enjoyed that one. Okay, so let's do the word 500. Let's start word 500 with leech. Let's pick the best word. Or flute? No, let's do leech. Okay, let's do the word 500. We're on the daily advanced. We're going to do leech. All gray. Love to see it. Okay, brand new word. Let's do pouty. 2 greens. Nice. Let's see which greens we want to try here. I think we're going to need a vowel. If it was just the OU, could we... Let's use underscores so it doesn't turn red. What would we do? Mourn? I don't mind that. 2 greens and a yellow. So does that mean we got the OU right, or does it mean we play something new? That's the question. So let's say we got the OU right. PTY are out, and then only one of these is in. So probably ROU. But what would we end in? Can't do round. Round would have been a really good guess, actually. I don't see anything immediately, which really makes me think the OU is not what got placed. So let's think about what these greens actually could be here. So let's say the O ended up green, and then we have a different green here and here. There's no U. So we have a different green here, a different green here. So something like POR something N would work, but I don't know. I don't think pour in is a word. Or we could do RO. I was going to say like NT or something, but maybe it ends in Y. So like RO. Oh, the R is the R would be the yellow. So I need a green. RO actually doesn't work because what's my green in both of these? I'd have to end in TN because these can't be green now because the R's there. And then, so the only available green here is the N, and then the only available green here is the T. So I do RO something TN. That's just not going to happen. So I can actually clear these out. Let's still assume we have this, but it's not going to be RO. I think we have to use a P or an M here. And then what would the yellow be? The yellow would probably go here. Ooh, month? I'm seeing month. So month would be green here. N would be yellow, because N goes here. The P is not here. The T is in place. We'd be doing month. Oh, I thought for sure it would be month. Okay, back to the drawing board. Oh, no, it couldn't be. There was the H in leech. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking at the keyboard. Oops. Oh, well. Okay, so month gave us info, though. So O could still be green. Let's investigate that. Only one of M and T is in, and it's yellow. So that would mean the T could not be in, because it would be green here and yellow here. The N could still be... Okay, the M couldn't be in. So the N would be our yellow here. Maybe the N would be placed here then? I'm unsure. Could it be OU ending in N? Because that's kind of what this is pointing at. That would be one option. I don't know how this would work. Maybe it's not the O then. Yeah, maybe it's not the O. So what other option do we have here? So let's say the O is just out. O is not in place. So maybe the U was correct. We do still have an I that we can use, just to keep in mind. But okay, so the U would be in place. Maybe the M would be in place. So there's no P. And then The T could not be in because it would be green here and yellow here. The N could be yellow in both of these, and we could end in Y, I guess. So, no, M something U-N-Y. M something U-N-Y. Oh, that's terrible. No. Hate it. What other options do we have for the U with no O? The T could have been correct. Green here, green here. So that would mean no P or Y, which means the green's used up here, so there would be no M. So it would make sense for the N. Yeah, the N would have to be yellow here and yellow here. That would be the only option. So this feels a little bit more promising. So like N something UT something. But no, I don't think that works either. So I do not like having the U. I don't like having the O. So we could end in TY. If we ended in TY, that means there's no M. Because it'll be yellow here and green here. So the N is forced in, like that. Oh no, I have way too many reds in Morn. So if O and U are out, all M, R, and N have to be in, which means the M has to be green. Which means their P is not green, which means we end in TY, which means this is also green, and that doesn't work. Okay, I have to have an O or a U. So let's look at O again. What are my options for O? There's no M. The T could be placed. One of these is yellow. Actually, with no M or U, R and N are in. If N is in, this is yellow, T is gray, and R is placed. Okay. And now we need a P or a Y. So it would be forced to be N, O, something, R, something, and we'd have to use a P. Oh, so then we'd have to end in Y. I don't think that's a word. This was all forced. This was 100% logical, no guesses. Other than the assumption that there's an O and no U. Is Nori a word? Nope. It was worth a try. Nauri? No, I don't... Noiri? No. I don't think this is a word. Okay, so that means that if there's an O, there also has to be a U. So if there's an O, there's also a U. That forces a lot of stuff. These M's disagree. So there has to be an N, and then there has to be an R, or the R's, has to be no R. Okay, so it would just be N-O-U. I don't know why I thought that was so bad. Or it could be O-U-N. It could even be an ound trap word. Found? Was it really that simple? It's an ound trap word? Sound? There we go. Oh my gosh. Why did that take me so long? It was just an ound trap word. I must have made a mistake when I was looking at OU earlier. When I ruled it out. Okay, well, I got it eventually. That was way harder than it needed to be. All right, let's do the Polygonle. And we are doing the daily number 202, and we are in Hexpert mode to start out. This is a very interesting pattern. So, I mean, I feel like ER is maybe what we're going to go with here. Like, I don't know, what would that be though? Maybe not. Maybe not ER. What would it be? ATAT. What repeats like that? So like TRA, TRE, or we could do like BLE or something like that. I'm just trying to use some filler starter consonants here, but what about O? Like, I don't know, maybe ESES might make sense. But I want to do double S here, like ESSES feels a lot more likely. Is eded a possibility, like heated or something? This really doesn't feel like a word I need to use fillers on, but at the same time, I have no idea what repeats like this. Like breaded. Wait, it accepted breaded. I did not expect that. Okay, so it is something R, like TR, for example, and then What is it though? We could do TR, we could do PR, BR, CR, like really anything. So let's use a letter that's unlikely to be like G. I don't think these are likely to be G's. So we can put A's here. I really didn't expect breaded to be accepted. Gratit. I want to try S. Grossos. Word not found. Good. I need to pay attention to this error more often because I assume it's word not found, but sometimes it's a hexpert mode failure. Frosos. I don't... Grasas. I've heard of gracias, which is actually Spanish, but... Oh no, what is this? Crossus. Crotut. I don't really want to be doing this right now in terms of just fiddling with letters. I need to logic my way into this, or I need to do a filler. So, could it be on, or assus, brussus? How about eyes? Like inin, rinin, grinnin? We're out here grinnin. Ritit, grittit, prittit. Rickic, risis, crisis? I got it. It's crisis. All right. Let's do the daily Warmle. Make sure we're on the daily. Okay. So that's nice. We start with one of these letters. I'd like to start with an A because, again, I've explained this before, but in Warmle, it tells you if you're 3 away. So if I did like a C or an E, like let's say this E ended up yellow, right? That still means it could be a G, F, C, or B. But if the A ends up yellow, then that means that it can only be A, B, or C. And if it ends up gray, then it can only be E, F, or G. So it kind of splits it in half. So we're going to do A. I wonder if I can do something like alive. No, I can't. I can do alien, maybe. That's nice. Okay, so A was yellow, and you can see now we're only B or C. So I'm going to try C, I guess. C8. Oh, this letter's restricted as well. Maybe CO. Can I do like condo? Nope. How about comma? Oh, I can't end an A. The other option is, like, I could do BI, I guess. We could try that. BIN. Can't do binge. I could end an E, though. BON something. BOR. COR. I don't know. Can't do coral. Why is this so limited? Can't even do color. I can end in ST. Does that help? Boost. Boost is a word. Boost is the word. Oh my gosh, I got it. I wonder if that was like one of the only words left. All right, let's do the super Warmle. Let's see here. Let's get like a middling letter here. So like, ooh, I think I like using the S. R, S, or T. Let's try ST, STR, strat. Let's do strat. Not a word. Short for strategy. Sus is really powerful. Let's do that, and none of them are grayed out. All right. So this letter, let's try. That's gotta be an S or a T. Let's try S, E maybe. So I could do like ASE. What am I thinking? ASE is actually, ATE is easier. Like, especially if I can do an R here, I can. So like great. Let's do great. Okay, it does end in TE. I was right about that. This letter is probably a vowel, so it's probably an I. Now what? This can't be an L or an R, which it could be an H, but I don't think there's a word like that. This could be an A. but I don't know a word like that. Late or something? Nope. This could start with a vowel like A, but again, I don't know a word like this. Only other vowel this could be is an E. I don't know if I like that. It could even be double E, but I don't know a word like this. Let's look at ITE again. I know that agate is a word, but this can't be an A. Unfortunate. What does this word do? Could it be a Y? I don't think Y helps. Like, I don't think the problem is that this is a vowel. I think the problem is that I don't know what to do with these two letters. It'd be like IE. Don't see how. What's it start with? I really want to just do paste or something. Just to find out what the... I hate doing fillers in Warmle. Because if we're limited like this, it's probably just we can get the answer. But this is also taking a long time. Clearly we're flying a kite. Is a gite a word? No. A fight. A zeit. Axite. Apparently axite is a word. So I was right about ITE. Maybe I should have just done a filler. It doesn't start with A. So if it starts with a vowel, it starts with O. Good to know. What is this word? White. It's the color white. How did I not think of that? I thought of the H here, but I didn't think of putting the W with it, which was a mistake. All right, let's move on to the Super Warmle Plus. We're going to do Susus again. Wow, that was so good. Susus is so powerful. ST for sure. Start with R or T, maybe an R to be different. Rusty? No, it can't be rusty. I kind of want to do rest, but... Oh, you know what it could be? Testy. It's not testy. What's the last letter? Oh, taste. Well, that was easy. Susus for the win. All right. Well, that took a lot less time than the other two. Given that it's supposed to be the harder mode, I don't know what that means. But taste is just it's an easy word when you're looking for S's and T's. All right. Well, let's do the daily symbol. And we will start with Blaze. I know you're surprised. Nothing from Blaze, so we'll do Toxin. Okay, so the reason we do Toxin and the reason we do Blaze is blue hit the uncommon letter. We know that red is gray, so this has to be yellow. So we don't even have to test it for green. We can just immediately assume it's yellow and put some letters there. So like T-O-N, or no, we don't want to end, we don't want to use the O, but actually vowel-wise, we probably should use a vowel because otherwise we only have the U. Whatever vowel we put here can't go any earlier. If it's an O or an I, that is. So maybe O something T might make sense. Short. When I saw that green, I was like, did I get it in 3? All right, well, it's not short. It's skirt. All right. Cool. Skirt. Got it in 4. That's my my usual for Symble. Nice and easy solve today. Let's do the daily Fibble now. So, interesting. I can do Fable to catch the lie. Let's just do that. The other option is to think of what the word could be and try to get it into 2, but honestly, it's been a long day. Let's do Fable. Oh, okay. I was like, how can there be 2 grays? This is an X-wing. These are all true. And we only have one of these letters. I would like to think we end in E. So let's look for an A-E word like this. There's tons of them. Like, I don't know, shake. Shake's looking pretty good. What are the what are the chances it's SHA and then E shade? Okay, so we have a lie here and a lie here, which means that these are all true. I think this is the lie. I think this is true. I think this is the lie. I think that's almost certain. Which means, and I think that I was right about these being the lie. So let's just go with that. So it's an AE word and it doesn't have any of the letters we've tried. Good to know. So let's do crane. Okay, we know those are true. It could be ACE. This N could be the lie and we could end in ACE. That's pretty common. What would it be though? Because it can't be like trace. Without the R or L, it's actually a lot harder. Can't be erase. Well, erase would use an S anyway. So maybe it can't be great. Like, I want to use the R in order to end in ACE. So maybe it's not a C there. Maybe if the C were the lie, then we'd be doing something like NA something E. Or N could be first. Ooh, that's tough. I don't know. Maybe the N is lying and it's just there. And then we'd have to have the C here. That's not a word. Can't even be knave. What if the C is lying and it's in place? Well, then we'd have to be CN. So yeah, that's no good. If the N were lying and it was green, we'd have to be CANE, which isn't a thing. So whatever this lie is, one of these yellows is gray and the other one is yellow. So could it be N something A something E? Why am I having so much trouble thinking of words today? Or it could be something C, A, something E, but I don't know what that would be either. So ACE is looking like the best possibility, but I can't think of a word. Do I guess grace just to see how that lines up? I'm going to do that. I'm going to guess grace. So one of these is lying. I think the R is lying. I think we are ACE. So what can it be? So we know there's no G. This N was lying, so there's no N. We gotta think about outside the box here. What weird letter is used here? It could be A something ACE. Is apace a word? Apace is a word. We still know these are true. I don't think there's another A. I think the C is the lie, but if the C is the lie, then we're P something ACE. I don't know what that word is. I don't think it is one, other than place. How do I know there's no L? Because of up here. We know there's an E. The E is definitely the truth, so this L is the lie. If this L, then that means this E is the lie and there's no L. So yeah, it can't be place. But I could guess place and see if that P is actually first. But what is this word? I'm tempted to clear everything and just use logic instead of guessing. Because some of this did come about from guessing, but now I should be able to use logic. But that's a lot of work considering that this is probably all correct. What I'm worried about is that these C's are both lying and they're gray. That would mean this C is lying, so we'd have an N, an R, and a P, and that just doesn't work. So I think this C has to be lying, but it means we have a P, and we know exactly where the P is. I'm just going to guess crepe. More info. This is the lie. Everything still points to P something ACE. That's ridiculous. I tried them all. No, I didn't. Oh, no. Oh, that's embarrassing. I tried them all except E. I didn't give peace a chance. All right. Luckily, we're moving on to our final two games of the video. Okay. So we're only going to get greens from here. So I'm going to do melee in an attempt to place an E if there is one. There we go. There's an E at the end. That worked out well. Now we have to repeat a letter. So what do I want to do? How about state? Okay, there's an S somewhere. Now we're getting orange hints. So I want to know where this S goes. So let's use a lot of letters near S. What? Let's do alphabetical here. I want to do SS. We don't have to use the E here unless we were going for the answer, and I'm not going to go for the answer on this guess. There's nothing we can learn from the last slot because we already know it's an E. And the Warmle clues don't tell you about other slots. So ending in SSY will help place the S. I just need a good word for that. I'm tempted to do mushy, which isn't placing the S, or fishy. Oh, there can't be an M here. So mushy is bad. How about fishy? Let's just try fishy. I have an instinct about fishy. Okay. Well, here we have to do chick. I don't think there's really a choice. Well, it gave us CH, so these clues were useless. We end in E. Let's go back to the QWERTY. Maybe do chose. We know there's an S somewhere. Chose is the answer. Yay, nice and easy. When this gave away the CH, just you must learn there is CH at this point. All right. Let's do the blind Fusele. Ooh, we can start with our powerful sus. Let's do that. Okay, so let's start with T and end with T. Is that possible? Let's look at alphabetical for a second. Maybe I'll start with, I could use an R. I could end in ER. Oh, I can't use an E in this guess, though. This can be an E, but I'm not allowed to use an E in this guess. So, like, I want to do timer, but I can't use the E. Can I do radar? I can do radar. What a guess. Wasted guess. Okay, well, you know it's not ER at the end, so that is helpful. So, T... H-I-N Thint. I feel like we need to end in T. Print? No, this can't be an R. This could be an L, but yikes. I really want to try a T in one of these spots. What would I end in here? Maybe end in, is tulip an option? No, of course not. I did sus. I can't do posit. Darn it. Everything I think of is blocked. How about, oh no, certainly can't do toxic because, or toxin, because this is P, Q, T, U, or V. It's not the Q, it's not the U, it's not the V. It has to be a T or a P. So we'll try one or the other. There must be a word that starts with T and ends with P other than tulip. T-E... I don't know. Okay, how about starting with P and ending with T? P-L... Pollute. No. Plint. Oh no. I'm embarrassing myself again. I can't think of a word that begins with P and ends with T. Petite does, but this can't be a T. Sus is too powerful. It makes it hard to think of words to guess. I'm almost thinking ECT, but I don't know what that would be. Okay, there's another option. Oh no, actually no, this can't be Q because this can't be U. I was going to say the other option is QU, but it actually can't be. So this is not a Q. I mean, I could do like UN, I guess. And end with T. Ooh, can I do upset? No, of course, I can't use the S. Are you unwet? Unwet is a word, apparently. I found something. It's probably not the answer. All right, one of these is a lie, and I think it's the T. I think we're actually something like unmet. Why did I do unwet instead of unmet? I could have had that in 3. easily. Yikes. Okay. Well, that was the last one. As you can tell, I'm a little bit tired at the end of this, but I had fun. I hope you did too. And if you did, then why not leave a like and subscribe?